Hey there, wonderful people. Come on in and let's sit down here and talk about the Oscars last night. So, uh, I just want to mention that, uh, Jada Smith has alopecia. And last night, um, Chris Rock made a joke to her saying that he loves her, but he can't wait till G.I. Jane Part 2 comes out. And we all know that in that movie, Part 1 of G.I. Jane, um, Demi Moore played a military person with a shaved head. So Jada didn't think it was funny, and so her husband Will Smith casually walked up on the stage and just slapped the S out of Chris Rock. And it shocked everybody, the whole audience. And so he turns around and walks off, and he proceeded to tell Chris Rock from his seat to keep his wife's name out of his effing mouth. And Chris Rock was stunned. He said, "This is a great moment in television." But, Will Smith didn't think that was so funny. But anyway, I wanted to just say that prompted me to get on here to tell you guys that alopecia is a real thing. It is a real thing. And Jada Pinkett Smith, she suffers from alopecia, which she came out in 2021 and talked about it. And but she has the cutest head for it. She looks so cute with her bald head. And not everybody is blessed with that shape of head. Me, I'm not one of those people. But I have alopecia as well. And some people, it's common for a lot of black women because we tend to, okay, so there's several reasons for different types of alopecia. Some of it is immune deficiency, and then some of it is just using different products on your hair over time that damages your hair follicles. And that's what happened to me because my hair used to be really thick, and when I was small, my mother would take me to the beauty shop every 2 weeks, get a wash, get a press, and curl. And that was my regimen every 2 weeks up until I managed to tackle my own hair or decided to manage my own hair and hairstyles. And so when I started managing my own hairstyles, I started using perms. I've never colored my hair. No, I take that back. I did color my hair one time. I colored it a burgundy color. But I've used tons and tons of different products in my hair. I even jumped on the bandwagon when it was popular that when people would have their hairdo up like so, up like this, and they would spray that pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Yeah, they would spray tons of that. And that is what took out my hair. And when I went back after I having my hair up for like 2 weeks. I went back for them to, redo it, and my hair came out in handfuls. And I remember the shampoo lady, she said, "Oh, your hair is coming out." And I was like, "Oh, it's okay. My hair always, it comes out, But I didn't know it was that much. I could stand to lose a little bit of hair, because my hair was so thick and it wasn't noticeable, But after she got through shampooing me and I felt my hair, I could visibly feel my scalp. And so I was petrified, horrified. And but the rest of it didn't come out. It took some time for the rest of my hair to come out in patches. And so I gradually started just putting in sew-ins because I started to have bald spots and they weren't growing back either. And so now I never had the sides, where people have their sides, go bald. Mine was in the top. And that's how I know that it was the pump it up that took out my hair. And so I would wear, extensions, braids. My hair was thinning every time I got it done. So after about a few years, my hair was just showing just baldness up at the top. And so I was just embarrassed. It came to a point where I couldn't even put braids in the top because I'd show this big, huge bald spot. So then that prompted me to start wearing wigs. And so I was wearing wigs, and I didn't like it at all because they itched, and they didn't. Some of them didn't look good on me, and I just felt less of a woman, and I would get stares, and so eventually I just shaved my head, and I just, I tried to go out and just have people just look at me crazy, because it was a shock to people to see a bald-headed woman, and this was years ago. And so I went in and out of insecurity about my head. After I just got fed up with people looking at me, and some people asked me if I was sick or if I had cancer, and so I went back into my shell and I started back wearing wigs again, or I would start wearing scarves, just, it wasn't a good time in my life. And then I just got to an age where it just didn't matter to me anymore. And so here we are. And occasionally, I will wear a wig. As you can see in my previous videos, I have worn wigs, and it's gotten to a point where I don't really notice the wig on my head, so I can wear it all day. But now with the weather changing and it's beautiful out here, I don't want to be stuck under a wig, and I feel good about my hair now. Now, that with a caveat, because this part right here is still bald. And it's not, as you can see, I don't have any hair follicles. So what I'm interested in getting done is I'm considering getting some micropigmentation. And I'm thinking that may be what Jada got too, because her hair is so it's so uniform. Because what they do is they take like a tattoo gun, and they take a special ink, and they just go around and they put in they provide like this faux kind of hair follicles in your head or on your head. It's like a tattoo. And so a lot of men get it done. Quite a few men actually, especially men that are balding at the top. And so I believe it's going to become a trend for black women, because in my age group, I'm almost 60, and younger women in a different, I want to say millennials or whatever, they are going more to the natural look. They're wearing their froze, they're wearing their hair natural, which is what I should have been doing. Instead, my generation, we didn't want that kinky look. We wanted our hair straight. We come out of the 70s, so, everybody was wearing afros in the 70s. But for a certain demographic of black woman, we wanted our hair straight. And so, and that's where we messed up, by getting permanents, to make our hair straight. So when we wash our hair, it's gonna come out straight. And then blow drying, and then hot curling, and so, and none of that is, natural, especially after you get a perm. So it just wreaks havoc and dries your hair out, So anyway, so I just wanted to say I rock with Jada for rocking, because she makes it easy for us women who are uncomfortable with our hair being shaved. She's just setting the trend. And hopefully there's more black women out there. And another thing too, I was inspired by the movie Black, what was that movie called? Set It Off was that movie with Jada Pinkett, where she has a nice shaped head. Set It Off was that movie where she rocked the braids, but then at the very end, she had this real sweet cut, and I just so wish I had her shaped head. But that's neither here or there. But she's setting the trend. And that movie, what was it? Was it Spider-Man? No, wait a minute. Oh, Black Panther, where all the women soldiers' hair was bald. I was appreciating that movie, because it's starting for women to come out and rock their baldness, and I want to be a part of that, I don't want it to be, I want it to become normalized, where women don't have to run out and buy a wig just because their self-esteem is affected, and I just want to make it okay for you to be you as you are, and so I'm rocking my bald head, You know, during the wintertime, I do wear a wig because it's, you know, it's warming on the head. But right now, with 80-degree weather, I'm rocking the baldness. You know, I get looks from I just started a job and I wore a wig for the first month. But then as it got hot, I went to work with a bald head. And people looked like, you know, people were uncomfortable. And I sensed that. You know, they didn't, you know, people didn't want to give me eye contact. You know, conversations were very minimal. Uh, who knows what they thought of my health condition, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that it is okay to rock your baldness, you know. And you know, and if you don't have a, you know, a even bald, because I have a bald spot here, which your hair is not going to ever grow back again. I'm thinking of maybe going to get micropigmentation right here in this area. Because in this area here, I have hair. This here, I have hair. And in the back, my hair is really thick. It's thick back here. So if I get, let me turn around and show you. Because I haven't shaved my head in about a week or so. So let me show you what it looks like. So see, back here is really thick. And there's like, you know, so I can really rock the back. But then starting here and coming all the way here, I have just a bald spot. It's all uneven. So what I'm gonna go do is have a free consultation and there's a couple of places here in Austin that can do it for you. That can give you a consultation on what it will cost. Now, I want to say it costs probably about, for what I need done, it probably costs about $1,000. But it's worth it because at some point, I just want to do away with the wigs. You know, I want to just grab a cap and go. If it's wintertime. You know, I want to grow my self-esteem just that much. And my self-esteem is basically okay, you know, but I'm still just a little bit, you know, I'm aware of people. I'm aware that I get attention. You know, I'm aware of that. So anyway, Jada Pinkett Smith, I rock with you on your baldness, and hopefully you will set this trend for other black women. And Chris Rock, shame on you, because I'm sure you knew her situation, and for you to make a joke out of it was highly insensitive. Because she came out last year about her alopecia. And so for you to make a joke about it, shame on you. And so if this is interesting for anyone, please share your story with me. I welcome, you know, alopecia stories. I want you guys to come in and communicate with me and share your story and what you've done to boost your self-esteem. Or if you're still, you know, in a state of mind where you feel like you have to wear a wig or weave or whatever, and you want to let go of it, hit me in the comments and let me know your story, you know. And if you like this video, please hit subscribe, I'm trying to build my audience, and I'm just journaling, different parts of my life. I started out on this channel talking about my traumas. As a child, I went through a lot of trauma, and as I was growing up, I suffered trauma in the church, so through my faith, I've dealt with some trauma, and 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 I'm retired, and so I'm just starting back to work after about 3 years of retirement, and so that's starting to help me with my mental health, because I feel like I just need to be re-engaged with people, and so I'm sharing my journey, and also I've had VSG surgery, so I've made some previous videos about that. And this micropigmentation, I want to get a consult on that to see how much that's going to cost me. And exercise program after VSG surgery, I want to document that. And also, there's some other things that I want to get into, like cryptocurrency. I want to invest some money from my part-time job into the crypto market, and share some of my recipes from my VSG journey, because it's hard. This is a hard journey. People say it's the easy way out, but it is not. You are very limited to the amount of food you can take in and the types of food you can eat starting out. Now, it is possible to regain your weight back, but I'll hit that up in a different video. But for now, I want to post some recipes, but I wanted to get on here and share my thoughts about the Oscars and talk about Jada Pinkett and her journey with alopecia and my journey with alopecia, and let you guys know that it is okay. It is okay. You are not your hair. As what's her name? What's her name? My mind is, what is her name? It's not Erica Badu. Well, anyway, I am not my hair. I am not this skin. So yeah. So anyway, give me a thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. My next video is going to be, hopefully, me at the gym working out. And I'm going to show you the machines that I'm working on and the different parts of my body that I'm working on. Like I'm working on this right here. See all that there? I've lost weight, so I'm a month out. Well, 6 weeks out from my surgery. So I've lost some weight. So, but anyway, until next time, peace.